Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Door to the World, your channel for mastering the English language. Today we are focusing on pronunciation, and we will be using English to enhance your listening skills and vocabulary. So, stay with us for a brief yet effective season aimed at boosting your language skills. So what are you waiting for? Let's explore the rhythm of English together. Have you ever wondered why English pronunciation can be so tricky? Well, you're not alone. One of the reasons is that English is not always phonetic. Unlike some languages, you cannot always guess how to pronounce a word just by looking at its spelling. This can lead to a variety of common mispronunciations. For instance, the "of" in "thought" and "through" are pronounced differently, as you can see in this example. Similarly, the silent "k" in "knife" and "through" of many learners. And let's not forget the tricky "r" sounds that vary across different accents. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. The trick to mastering English pronunciation lies in breaking down the learning process into simple, manageable steps. By focusing on one aspect at a time, you can gradually build up your pronunciation skills and avoid these common pitfalls. In the next few minutes, we'll learn how to pronounce English words accurately, so stay tuned and let's dive into the fascinating world of English pronunciation. The first step towards better pronunciation is understanding phonetics. Phonetics is the scientific study of sounds in speech, and is a crucial tool for anyone striving to speak a language clearly and accurately. It's like a mechanic understanding the inner workings of a car engine. If you know what's going on under the hood, you're better equipped to fix any problem that arises. Now, let's talk about the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA for short. This is a system of notation for the sounds of languages, and it's used by linguists all over the world. The beauty of the IPA is that it provides a constant way to represent sounds, which is especially useful when learning a new language. By using IPA, you can see exactly how a word should be pronounced, no matter what language you're dealing with. Mastering phonetics can significantly improve your pronunciation skills, so let's dive deeper and see how it can help you in the following scenes. Let's dive into some common English pronunciation mistakes. The first on our list is the silent letters. English is notorious for its silent letters, and they're everywhere. Take the word honest, for example. The H is silent, making the correct pronunciation honest, not honest. Another tricky one is knife. Despite what it looks like, we don't pronounce the K instead, we pronounce it knife. It's pronounced knife. Silent letters can be a challenge, but with practice, you'll eventually get the hang of it. Next, let's talk about vowel sounds. English has 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. But these 5 letters represent a whopping 20 sounds. This is where many English learners stumble. For instance, or the letter A in cat is pronounced differently from the A in cake. And then there is the letter O, which has a different sound in heart compared to hope. The key is to listen carefully to native speakers and practice the different sounds. Finally, we have consonants, combinations. Sometimes when two or more consonants are together, they create a unique sound that's different from their individual sound. A common mistake is with the combination TH. It's not pronounced as T plus H. Instead, it has its own sound, as in the th or think. Another tricky one is the CH. It's not C plus H, but a different sound altogether, as in cheese or church. Also, watch out for the R and L sounds. Many language learners struggle with these sounds, especially when they are together in words like word or girl. Remember, R is pronounced at the back of the mouth, while L is pronounced at the front. And don't forget about the infamous S and SH sounds. They might look similar, but are pronounced very differently. Think of sheep versus sheep. Knowing these common mistakes can help you avoid them in your speech. So stay patient, keep practicing, and soon enough, I promise you that you will be speaking English like a professional. Remember, practice is key to perfecting pronunciation. Just like a musician mastering an instrument, you too must commit to regular practice when it comes to pronunciation. Practice not only helps to improve your skills, but also builds your confidence in using the language. Now, how do you practice? There are numerous ways to do so. You can make use of language learning apps that come with pronunciation guides. These apps often have interactive features that provide immediate feedback, allowing you to adjust your pronunciation on the spot. Listening to native speakers is another effective method, whether it's through podcasts, movies, or even audiobooks. Immersing yourself in the language can help train your ear to recognize the nuances in pronunciation. Have you ever tried singing along to English songs? This can be a fun and engaging way to practice. So, turn into your favorite English track and sing your heart out. The more you practice, the better your pronunciation will become. Let's quickly recap what we learned today. We started off with a look at some common pitfalls in English pronunciation. Remember, English is a tricky language full of expectations to rules and sounds that don't always match the letters we see. It's easy to stumble, but don't let that discourage you. It's all part of the learning process. Next, we delve into the world of phonetics, the science of sounds. Understanding phonetics is like having a roadmap to the English language. It's about learning the different sounds that make up words and how those sounds change depending on their context. It's a tool that can help you navigate the complexities of English pronunciation with greater ease and confidence. We then moved on to some common pronunciation mistakes. We all make them, and that's okay. The important thing is to learn from them. We talked about some of the most frequent errors, like the infamous TH sound, subtle difference between V and W, and the tricky R and L sounds. These are just a few examples, but they serve as a reminder that even small mispronunciations can change the meaning of a word. Then we emphasize the rule of practice. There is a saying that goes, practice makes perfect, and this is essentially true when it comes to pronunciation. Regular practice helps your brain adjust to the new sounds and speech patterns. It's not about being perfect from the get-go, it's about making progress, step by step, day by day. And finally, we talked about the importance of not being afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are not failures, but opportunities to learn and improve. So don't shy away from them. Embrace them, they are your stepping stones to success. With these steps in mind, you're well on your way to improving your English pronunciation. Remember, practice is the key, and don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. Happy practicing, everyone. Thank you so much.